What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be covering some social media reactions from a movie that just got done premiering, and that movie is The Creator. Now, I don't think, from what I remember, I don't think I've covered anything of this movie on the channel. I should have did trailer reactions for it. I'm so sorry that I didn't, but it looks phenomenal. An original sci-fi film made by Gareth Edwards, who directed Godzilla, Rogue One, and he's just an amazing visionary. He's worked in visual effects, which I think tends to be the reason why his films end up looking so polished and high quality, especially when it comes to the VFX work. But yeah, guys, this movie just premiered, and I believe it releases officially next week on Friday. I'll be watching it on Wednesday, so I'll definitely give you guys my thoughts as soon as possible. But let's go ahead and cover these reviews because they are raving about this movie. The first review we have comes from the homie Shabazz, saying, "The Creator is the next leap forward in sci-fi. Gareth Edwards' stylized directing breathes life into a world dominated by AI. A must-see spectacle with memorizing performances that has me eager for a sequel." I love to hear that. I love the word sequel in that review because, I mean, I want new franchises. I don't want reboots and remakes and rehashes of things that we've seen before. It doesn't matter what you do. Give me something new, make it pop off, turn it into a franchise. That's just what we love. But anyways, the next review we have comes from Tessa Smith over at Mama's Geeky, saying, "Not only is The Creator visually stunning, the story is really emotional too. I was completely captivated pretty early on. Alfie is adorable. I totally fell in love with her. Love the important underlying themes of accepting those who are different from you." I love to hear that. Love hearing people talk about the themes of the movie and the deeper stuff that makes it more compelling than, you know, your stereotypical or standard on the surface movie. The next one we got comes from Daniel Baptiste over at the Movie Podcast, saying, "The Creator is a mesmerizing and massive leap into a gorgeous new world. Gareth Edwards returns with a tactile and timely take on AI that grounds itself in stunning visuals and superb performances by John David Washington and Madeleine Yuna-Voiles. I need more." These reviews are widely and predominantly positive. It seems like everyone coming out of the screening for this movie or the premiere seems to really love it. We've got the third member of the Movie Podcast, Anthony, saying, "The Creator encapsulates the spirit of 80s anime and translates it into mesmerizing live-action cinema. Think Akira meets Spielberg AI. While the lore can be dense, the stunning visuals and immersive atmosphere have me eager for more tales from this visionary universe." I'm glad to see a couple people actually bring up, you know, that they want more, that they want a sequel, that they want this world to be even more fleshed out and more films from this, because, I mean, I would love for that to be the case if it really is as good as people are saying. Pop Culture says, "The Creator is a brutal, intense, and ambitious sci-fi war epic with the heavy emphasis on war. Its visuals are absolutely gorgeous in trademark Gareth Edwards style. John David Washington and Madeleine Yuna-Voiles are great together, a unique spin on the lone wolf and cub trope." That's interesting to hear. Now, most of these, like I said before, are positive, so I'm going to go ahead and say a couple negative ones or even mixed ones, at least the ones that I could find. Michael Lee says, "Gareth Edwards, the creator, has plenty of great ideas, but ultimately left me a little conflicted. There's this beautiful lone wolf and cub and Rain Man dynamic, but it's tough to get around the imperialism imagery that comes from the Apocalypse Now influence. ILM's stunning visuals are out of this world. Washington and Voiles have such a wonderful dynamic. The Creator can be finally a bit tonally inconsistent at times, but Edwards delivers a strong message about what it means to be human and humanity needing to demonstrate more empathy." Dempsey Pilot, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, says, "Gareth Edwards, the Creator, was one of my most anticipated films of 2023. Which is why it pains me to say that I only thought it was okay. While it looks and sounds great thanks to Oren Soffer and Hans Zimmer, there's no denying this is a carbon copy of films we've seen before. That's unfortunate to hear because I think original movies are kind of rare. Now everything's an adaptation or a reboot or a sequel to something popular. But this movie looked like original sci-fi. And if it's taking inspiration, I have no problem with that. I just hope it's not imitating one singular movie. And from the majority of these reviews, it doesn't sound like that's the case. I also want to bring up that Oren Safar is the cinematographer for this movie, but I'm pretty sure Greg Fraser also was a director of photography for this film. I'm pretty sure both of them handled kind of the visuals for this film. And hearing that the score from Hans Zimmer is great, though, is an absolute, that's music to my ears, quite literally. But let's go ahead and move on. Matt Neglia says, I really admire the scale and behind-the-scenes production of the creator, but flawed execution renders it a disappointingly typical sci-fi action film. Impressive VFX, a shockingly unmemorable Hans Zimmer score. Madeleine Univoyles is a wonderful find in the heart of the movie. So that's more praise for Madeleine Univoyles, which is the child actress in here. But it's weird to see that someone said that the Hans Zimmer score was unmemorable right after hearing someone praise it. But we will see when the time comes. You guys will hear my opinions on it, but it's unfortunate that there are some people that didn't like it, but that's going to come with almost every and any movie. But one positive that really stood out to me, or positive reaction I should say, is one coming from Brandon Davis saying the creator is astonishingly good. Best film of the year and best sci-fi film in ages, in my opinion. Gareth Edwards flips expectations really impressively for a visceral, touching, and creative story of humanity. Genuinely loved it. You have to see this one. Another one coming from Joseph Delkelmeyer praising the film, calling it a masterpiece and one of the year's best movies. It hits on so many levels, with AI being such a hot topic. Gareth Edwards does a masterful job of keeping the audience engaged every step of the way. Madeleine Univoyles has to be in the conversations for the Oscar. She would be, I think the second or maybe even the youngest actress to win an Oscar, depending on when that is, if she was to, or at least be nominated for one, I think. But yeah, just more praise coming from the film. When you're calling it one of this year's best movies, that's high praise. We have gotten some bangers this year. But we're going to go ahead and leave off with one more reaction coming from Griffin Schiller saying, the creator is a masterful piece of original sci-fi. Gareth Edwards is one of our great filmmakers, a soulful, nuanced, Lucas-like interrogation of human beliefs/biases and our insecurity in the face of something greater. Spectacle and heart to the highest order, pure cinema, baby. And that's what I want to end off with, pure cinema, because that's what it sounds like this movie is going to be. Nothing but cinema. The visuals are getting praised. The performances are getting praised. The story is getting praised. The music is getting praised. I mean, I cannot wait for this film. You got Hans Zimmer on it, Gareth Edwards directing, John David Washington in here. Come on, you got original sci-fi world building. Sign me up. I cannot wait to see this movie. But you guys, let me know in the comments below how excited you are for the creator. Will you go be watching this in theaters? Will you wait till it comes out on streaming? What are your thoughts on the creator? But yeah, guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and click that bell if you did end up enjoying this video, and smash that thumbs up button as well. All three of those are perfectly free and help the channel out a ton. But other than that, guys, it's been your boy Kezzy, and hopefully I will see you guys in the next one.